Welcome, friends. Today, we are doing another fragrance rotation for the week ending the 26th of June, 2022. Spectacular. So, this week has been a little different. Well, it's been up and down. The weather, that is. And you will see that reflected in my choices. The beginning of the week started off hot, very hot, most hot. And then the last couple of days have been cold and windy, as you can probably hear out the window. Sorry, I'm just picking up the fragrances and having a smell. Anyway, we will start at the beginning as usual. And on Monday, I decided to wear Mediterranean Neroli by Ermenegildo Zegna. This is basically just a Neroli fragrance. There's not much else going on, to be honest with you. It's a tiny bit white floral, which Neroli really is. But mainly it's just like fresh, and it smells like like laundry. It's got that kind of vibe to it. But it's fantastic. Fresh, lasts quite long for a very fresh scent as well. So there's obviously a couple of synthetics in there, like boosting it up. But it's good. It's well made. Hard to find now. This is one of the Eau de Toilette. They're doing Eau de Parfum line now. Kind of taking that Chanel route, where they had their exclusive, because this is like the Zegna exclusive line. They do like a Javanese patchouli, a Persian saffron, which I had, but I gave away because the cumin in that was too much. If it didn't have the cumin in, I'd still have it. I'd probably wear it loads as well because I loved it, but the cumin in it was BO, big BO. There was Calabrian bergamot. I don't know if it was Calabrian bergamot. There was Florentine iris. There was a lot of different ones, But yes, this is what I wore on Monday. It was nice. Very nice with a white shirt or a white t-shirt. Next, Tuesday, still warm, hot. I decided to wear this. This is Geranium Pour Monsieur by Frederic Malle. Mint geranium. Fantastic. This is a brilliant summer scent. It's absolutely beautiful. The first few times I smelled this in the shop, I was very unsure about it. Excuse me. But I persevered and I found it for a really good price. Les Santas in Britain or in London were having a sale at Christmas time, and this was in the sale, obviously very much out of season at Christmas time, because it's very light and ethereal, but it's beautiful on a hot day. And I got this, I think it was roughly half price, and I was delighted. So yes, I wore this on Tuesday, and it was fantastic. I'll be wearing this again as soon as it's hot. Next, Wednesday, it remained hot. And so I decided to go with Vintage Millesime Imperial. Now, I encountered a little issue with this. I think a note in this may have gone off a bit. Either a note or a couple of notes, but once you get like 15 minutes in, it's absolutely amazing. It's got this dark, smoky kind of thing going on that shouldn't be there. It's not nail polish. I'd be interested to see what other people thought about this when I sprayed it, but it smells very different from the latest version, like in the gold bottle. So this is a partial I bought, I think, from Enchanté. but it didn't always smell like this. I think this is a 2011 or a 2001 bottle. It's one or the other. It's old. It's old for a Creed, and apparently Creeds are known for going a little bit off. So, but this is great. I'd still wear it again. I'm just not sure. I might have to send some out to a couple of people, see what they think. But I really enjoyed wearing this once it got past that sort of first 5-10 minutes sort of thing. Salty watermelon, salty sea fruit kind of thing going on. Anyway, next, another fragrance I bought from Anouge, and this one definitely has no doubts about it. This one is absolutely fantastic. And this is the much celebrated and the much maligned reformulation of this original. And this is Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme Eau de Toilette. This is amazing. Citrus at the top, lemon sort of thing. Not just lemon, other citruses as well. Just gives it that citrusy sort of fruit salad sort of vibe. And then a huge lavender. A lavender, the like of which you don't see these days. I think it might be mixed media. I think it might be synthetic and natural lavender. I'm not sure, because it's huge. And then it's supported by this like outrageous tobacco leaf note in the base, but it's not at all dark. It's like a fresh, like a tobacco that's sort of like still like green and growing. You know, it's got that sort of not antibacterial, but it's got that sort of clean, fresh growing, like life in the plant kind of vibe, you know? It's not like, it doesn't feel like it's been cut down or anything like that. It gives it heft, but it also keeps it fresh. Really interesting, really good fragrance. This, you can see how much I've worn of it so far as well, because I just splash this on. It's not a splash, but you know what I mean. I just like put loads of this on. It's a fantastic fragrance. Next, keeping up the lavender, it started to change a bit on Friday. So it was warm, but it wasn't sunny, you know. And so I went with something that sort of fitted the aesthetic of the day. Sorry, I'm just greedily sniffing it. And that is Pour Monsieur EDP. I love the EDP, and I hate the EDT. The EDT hates me as well. Turns to bleach on my skin. And one of the reasons I don't like lemon notes and stuff is because the citrus, the lemon in the EDT absolutely hates me. Very, very, very disrespectful to me is the EDT. It makes it smell like bleach. It's horrible. But this one's fantastic. Huge lavender note. Little bit of vanilla. Smells very classy, very well put together. White t-shirt sort of job. White shirt. Fresh, professional. You could wear this in the office. If you work in an office, you could wear this to meet people. Difficult if you're under 30, I would have thought. Maybe it's under 25. It's not a young person's fragrance, this, but then I'm not a young person anymore, so there we are. Fantastic, though. Really well made, Chanel quality all the way. Next, I wore a very recent addition to my collection. And this is the second time I've worn this. And this is, I believe, a year-round fragrance. You can wear this whenever you like. And this is Ostens Impression Cedarwood Heart from IFF. Glorious violet leaf at the top. Reminded me of vintage Fahrenheit. If you want to know what Fahrenheit used to smell like, smell the top of this. It's got an absolutely amazing violet leaf note. It doesn't go petrol. petrol, fuel, diesel. It doesn't go that sort of route. But you can smell like the beginnings of Fahrenheit, that introduction. Fahrenheit has that leather note, which sort of, combined with the violet leaf, gives that impression of fuel. Whereas this goes on to like a cedar wood sort of thing. Not pencil shavings, strangely. Like you would think it would go to pencil shaving, but it's not. It smells like quality woods, you know, quality cedar wood. It's a brilliant like heart note. It's a brilliant note to build a fragrance around. I always thought I was going to get the rose one, because the rose one immediately grabs your attention and says, I am absolutely awesome. But after a while, I thought to myself, no, actually, I prefer this one, the cedar wood. So this is what I wore yesterday when it cooled down a little bit. Still warm, but it was coming down off the high from the earlier week. Today, though, it is not warm. It is cool. And it is very windy. You can probably hear the wind howling through the tiles outside. And so I decided to wear something which, again, I think you could probably wear all year round. Maybe not in the height of the heat and maybe not in the depths of the winter, but basically like any other time, you know. And that is Herisse. Herisse by Hermes. This is the older bottle in this absolutely glorious colour. Absolutely love this colour. It's like a purple, violet, blue, you know. It's fucking gorgeous, and I wanted it for this bottle. It's an Iris Soliflor, according to the back of the bottle. I don't know if you can read that, focus. No, screw you all. Soliflor Iris. I think this may have been a tester bottle. I love this stuff. This is fantastic. The new version's not bad at all. So buy with confidence. Like if you want a great Iris fragrance, this is fantastic. It was made by Olivia Giacobetti. And I thought this was made by Jean-Claude Eleanor, and I'm so glad I checked before I did this video, because I would have made a right dick of myself if I'd said this was Jean-Claude Eleanor and it wasn't. But it wasn't. It was Olivia Giacobetti. What a fragrance it is as well, by the way. I've got quite a few irises. Now, I might do an iris video, like a top 5, top 10 iris video. And this will definitely be in there. I've been on a little bit of I don't want to say a journey, but a little bit of an iris mission, trying to find a great iris. I'm testing a couple of other irises, one in particular today, but that's a story for another time. But anyway, yes, Herisse is my scent of the day. Let's have a spray, shall we? Go on. Performance, it's not massive, but it's not shocking either. Oh, it's so good. It's so cool. You know, it's what Lanier Smith used to call a cool blonde. You know, like Michelle Pfeiffer in the 80s. I can't remember what video it was and what fragrance he described as a cool blonde, but this is what this reminds me of. It's very cool. You know, it's very cool. But anyway, thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed my weekly rotation. I will be back again soon. Hopefully, I think my next video is going to be me doing some first impressions on the House of Celine. Thanks to Bry. Thank you, Bry, who sent me some samples from the house. So, I will see you again soon. Thank you. Goodbye.